Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Dice Tower's coverage of the World Series of Board Gaming 2024. We're here for the Tuesday opening ceremonies. My name is Mike DiLisio.
And I'm Tom Vasel, and I've been here all along.
You have indeed. Behind the scenes. You're seeing a peek behind the curtain. We're here for the ring ceremony for Tuesday.
That's right. We are now halfway done with the ring events. So 8 of the 16 are finished. Yesterday we saw Ra and ARNOA, Lost Ruins of Ark, and a fourth game. What?
Brass.
Yeah, forgettable.
Yeah,
so,
right? Brass, come on.
I'm in the wrong place to say that. There's so many brass people here.
I mean, who even plays brass anymore?
Yeah, well, I know. They're here. Anyhow, so those games, we're going to, in a few minutes, they're going to announce the winners for each of them and give out the rings for them. And then we're going to start 4 more tournaments today, then 4 more tomorrow. If you missed it, we streamed 2 of the tournaments last night.
Yes, we streamed Ra, which you and I commentated on.
Fantastic game of Ra.
What a well-played game of Ra. Obviously we both like that game, and so I was really invested. I was really invested from what they were doing.
We wept, we cried, we cheered.
We did.
It will change your life. A very special episode of Ra.
The more you know. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that, and every player I thought made some really clever plays, and I was like, oh, that was smart. So it was fun to watch.
And Lost Ruins of Ark, you can go watch that also with commentary from the 2 designers of the game.
Min and Owen, along with Paula Deming. So
yeah, that was a 2-hour game. The Ra game was an hour.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah, so tonight, I believe Earth.
That should be a 1-hour game too, right? I think that'll be a 1-hour game.
One can hope, but also no. And this afternoon, we got a couple things coming out. I'm going to be interviewing a couple designers in the afternoon, and I believe you and Chris and some guests are going to be playing a game that turns Mike into a monster.
Yeah, my teeth haven't grown out yet, but give me time.
Zoo Vadis.
It's the only game that brings out that kind of competitive nature, and I'll feel like I'm in my right space here in a tournament setting. Although it won't be for a tournament, in my head, it will be for the World Championship of Zoo Vadis.
There's other things going on here. There is the Phoenix tournament, so for people who lose the games and or just want to enter like a secondary round of games,
right,
they can enter in, and there's cash prizes for that, which you'll see handed out today. And I think we're also handing out the trophies for Twilight Struggle and War of the Ring tournaments.
Yes. I can tell you one thing, Tom. I have a feeling that John, I believe he's born the same year that I was, so we have some similar cultural touchstones.
He's
I have
old,
a feeling,
is what Mike's saying.
Maybe. I have a feeling that John has seen Let's Make a Deal, because he has a particular style when he's putting that money in people's hands. Do you remember Let's Make a Deal with Monty Hall? Baloney.
I'm 4 years.
Yeah, John has a lot of panache when he's putting that cash in people's hands, right? He has a flourish.
I would never know.
Ah, okay. All right.
And
also we have
cash.
people dressed as animals, so that's also a nice throwback to Let's Make a Deal.
That's true.
I think Wayne Brady's doing it now.
Now that I remember.
Yeah.
If you were dressed up, you had a better chance of making the show, right?
100%, and had a sign, that said, Monty, it's my birthday. Now you're
I
likely
see no
getting
signs.
No.
Also, I got to correct you. There's no animals today. The only thing I see is a mushroom.
Yeah.
I don't know about your knowledge of flora and fauna.
Well,
mushrooms are not animals, except in Delicious and Dungeon.
What about Toad?
Great show.
What about Toad?
Toad is not an animal. Toad is a sentient moron.
Sentient moron.
Have you seen?
That was the name of my second album, Tom. My difficult second album was Sentient Moron.
Look, Toad could not figure out what castle the princess is in.
Well,
and then he would come tell Mario, like, whoops. He's lucky Mario didn't cold cock him in the second castle.
That's true. What Toad lacked in intelligence, it made up for in spores. So
there's lots of open gaming going on here, so if you're not here, you should come next year because, even if you don't want to enter the tournaments, you can play games. They were playing games till 2 in the morning.
That's true. It's like, honestly, that's a really good point. If you want to kind of just be in the experience and see this stuff, but also, this is like having you have the Dice Tower West Library at your disposal for open gaming.
That's true. It's about, I think, 50 games to a person. That ratio is so good.
It really is.
Right? And there's also hot games from Gen Con and upcoming games from Essen here.
That's correct.
And also lots of old games. So
very, very old games.
But there's also, they have all the games for the ring game set up, so you can play them and mess with them. If you beat a ring winner, they have to give you the ring, I think.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah,
yes,
so
yes.
I mean, for the rest of your life, this is like a contract set in stone.
Yeah, and Tim, who runs Dice Tower West, is obviously here because he brought that library. And so far, I've seen him playing games, several games. Of course, all of them were the same game.
Was it The Gang?
The Gang, yes. I've seen Tim play.
Everyone is loving on The Gang these days.
400 games of The Gang. All right, John is starting to...
John is still in the background shouting.
Shouting.
Until John shows up behind us, this is our podium, and we're just
run
going to
the
talk
show
about
at
whatever
this point.
we want.
And as such, I think that maybe we should try on some of those rings.
Oh, just put
see
them
how
on?
they fit, you know, feel
It's hard enough to get this ring on.
Feel the heft of the ring.
How many rings are you wearing right now?
I wear my wedding ring. That's the only one I wear.
You don't wear a class ring?
I never bought a class ring, Tom.
I also did not buy
I was
one,
not
I thought
that
they were-
bougie.
I always thought they were a little gaudy, but I thought they'd be a useful thing if you're punching someone.
Well,
maybe
sure, if that's your goal, if at any given time you want your accessories to be used for physical violence, then maybe, yeah, that would be a consideration
All right, well, looks
for
like
you.
John is coming up, so we're out here. Let's turn it over to John.
All right.
Woo! Jovial John.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the third day. We're going to celebrate the second day winners. I can't remember what day of the week it was. It's good. We're going to celebrate the second day winners. Before I do, we want to do just one quick recognition. Hey, this year, two couple things. This year we did trophies. We had Lift Ark Studios in Roanoke, Virginia. I'm going to bring Spike up here. Come on up here for a second, Spike. Literally, I said, we wanted to make a trophy. We did the first wargaming this year, and I thought, let's make a trophy. What could they come up with for Twilight Struggle? If you know what that is, hopefully you all know what that is, and War of the Ring. And so Spike put this brain together, and he designed it, and he sent me this. And it had a note on it. He said, this is an actual piece of the Berlin Wall we found to put in there with the missiles, the U.S. I know, this guy's jaw just dropped. That was jaw-dropping. But, and then War of the Ring, Stephen Bonacore tried to pay me, I think he got up to like $1,200 for it. I don't, well, he didn't win it. He could have won it. It would have been easier, but that didn't happen. But I want to say, Spike, just, we don't celebrate enough creativity. We don't celebrate the freedom to think through and just create something just amazing. And I wanted to bring you up, Lift Ark Studios and you and everybody. Let's give them a huge round of applause. Want to say something?
Thanks, everybody. I'm just super proud to be able to do this. I love board games. To be able to create a custom trophy for board games is a dream come true. So thanks, John, and thanks to the World Series of Board Gaming. Thanks, everybody.
One more thing. Yeah, one more thing. So next year, we talk about turning all these games into Phoenix, the buy-in games, we'll just call it the Phoenix area, Outer Ring, it might be $5 tent. We don't know what we're going to do, but it's going to be like a whole Phoenix game. I just talked to Spike, and I said, Spike, we got this idea. We're going to have these massive tournaments, people that didn't win the rings and that, but they can earn points, not only cash, but points. The person who has the most points. Could you design us the coolest rising out of the ashes Phoenix WWF title belt that we could give, that would be a traveling belt that we would give to the Phoenix winner with a stay and play next year to come back the next year to hand the belt to the winner? And Spike said?
You didn't say coolest.
Okay, but Spike said?
I'm in.
All right, so we'll get Lift Ark Studios to develop that next year. You're welcome, Spike. Thank you. Crazy Town. It's like Crazy Town. All right, Phoenix winners. Let's come on up. Go ahead, line up right here. You guys can count as we go. Come on in. There you go. Yeah, I woke up this morning and realized, hey, I got to go get $2,000 in cash somewhere. Literally sat outside, man. I tell you what. Black paid off this morning pretty well, because look, man, there we go. All right, we have our first winner, and hang on a second, I think, yep, done correctly. This was a smaller tournament, so the payouts are all the same. And you had a 4-person tournament, and you got $50. Chris, good job. Then we got Leonard. Leonard, his tournament paid out, hang on, it's coming, $120. Let's see, where am I at on my thing? I am at Lydia. Lydia, you get $150. Jeanine, you get, am I up to, so I don't have, wait a minute, Shane is not here. Shane Linderman? You didn't win?
Not yesterday. I won on Monday or Sunday.
Hang on one second. All right. All right. All right. So you won yesterday? Yeah. Okay. You know what? Tell you what, Chris. I'll tell you what. I know it's a 4-person tournament, and I'm not always going to do this. But here's another 50. All right. All right. Where are we at? Did I pay you? Ginley, did I pay you? Did I pay you? No. Oh. I owe. Did you hear him? I owe him. All right. All right. 50. 150. $250. Good job. You ready, Matt? Put your hand out. 50. 150. 250. You ready, Jim? 50. 150. 250. You ready? 50. 150. 250. You ready? Oh, you ready? You want 5 on the side, up high, down low? I didn't do that, did I? Ah. 50. 150. 250. 50. 150. 250. The Phoenix winners! All right, thank you guys. Go sit down. Nope, just go ahead and go sit down, find a seat out there. Good job. Hey, anybody standing up, come in and find a seat. I'm going to say that about 15 times. I feel like I'm talking to my first period class when I was teaching middle school, but that's all right. That's all right. Here we go. All right. Who do we got here? I got up here. Okay, we got Raw. Oh, we'll get there in a minute. Okay, let me make sure I got my list. All right. We have, this is sponsored by 25th Century, who is not here, so I'm going to talk about it. And Chad does an amazing job for being a small company. Sends as much as he can. He just, some of your swag bags, stuff like that. Just a great guy, great person. So if you ever get a chance to support, always support them. But we're about to give away the Raw championship winner. But before we do that, we got to go Raw, 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 Raw. All right. In 4th place, Grant Vindrunen. Come on, Grant. In 3rd place, Madeline Devlin. In 2nd place, John Hedberg. And your Raw 2024 ring champion, Damon Singer. Come on up. Come on up here. Right here. Congratulations on behalf of the World Series. Congratulations. I want to say something.
Thank you.
Yep, you're good. Yeah.
There we go. Really appreciate the event, first of all. I've been to a variety of conventions before, but this is my first time at WSBG, and it's one of my favorite cons that I've been to, particularly around board gaming, and really appreciate all the work that's been put in to make this event happen. I hope we continue to see everything grow and get more turnout, because my first time here, ring, not that difficult. Anybody can do it.
Wait till the semifinals come. Let's see what happens. Let's keep it there. Guys, get a round of applause for all these guys. Thank you. Want to come down, stand right here. Hold the ring out. You guys line up right here so Rohan can take a photo of you. You guys, he's going to bring you over there. Yep, go ahead. All right, next up is Lost Ruins of Arnak. Can I get Elwin and Min come on up? Come on up here. Come on. You guys, you check games, you guys. This is where we go, okay? You ready to go? You ready? Here we go. All right. These two have come in from a very, very, very far way. They are the designers of Lost Ruins of Arnak, and Check Games sent you guys out. And we can't be more happy because I will say this. Have any of you met two happier, kinder people in the world? They just play games with everybody, and they're constantly smiling and enjoying life. And I figured it out because they have 3 children and they're not here. So, anyway. Yeah, is that so true, isn't it? Yeah. Yes. So, anyway, I'll have you guys stand here for just a second. Before I do that, do you guys want to say something to the crowd here? Yeah, go ahead.
We just love being here and seeing you all. It's one of the friendliest conventions I've been to, and thank you so much for having us.
All right. The finalist in third place is Antoine from Australia. That's what we settled on. Najari.
You didn't call my last name.
I did. I just did it right now. Thank you. He emailed me. He came in for the Wargaming from Australia, and he switched his game because we had canceled one of the games, and he said, well, I guess I'll learn it. I'll learn it. He took second in Twilight Struggle, by the way. Anyway, thank you for coming all the way in from Australia. Second place is JC Tao. JC numbered second place again. It's all right. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. And the winner. This is we're on our 3rd World Series. This is his 7th final table. And this is the first World Series player to win 3 ring events. Please welcome Nick Henley. Come on up, Nick. I'm going to give you that. Congratulations. I'm going to hand the microphone back over to you. I'm going to hand this over to you.
Nick, you still have 7 fingers left, right?
Congratulations, you've been amazing. Like just watching the game yesterday, it was incredible. It was just by an inch. Congratulations, you did a great job.
And by the way, all of you played so impressively. Like, we've been blown away. Like, it was such an unusual match. We really enjoyed watching it, and this is something we dreamed about, like that the game will be played, and to see it played on such a professional level. You guys are amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah, go. You can give him the ring there.
Do I have a time limit?
You have a time limit, but go ahead. Yes, Shane McBee and Eugene will tell you have a time limit.
All right, I have a lot of thanks to you about, so I'm gonna run through these quickly. I'm gonna thank my mom who comes with me every single year to one of these. Thank you, Mom. My partner back home who's cheering me on every single year. We've had WSBG, we've had personal tragedy during this event. We're hoping that this breaks the curse. We're halfway through and it's like looking good, so super exciting there. John and Anastasia on the Friendly Ties podcast, they kept me sane during COVID, and it's actually when I started playing this game. All my friends from home that were watching, I literally had 40 text messages at the end of the game yesterday that were like following along. It's absolutely insane. the Board Game Fighting Club Discord run by Bryant, which is just absolutely like well-run, amazing group of people. Ask him or me if you're interested in like playing games throughout the whole year. Rooks Cards and Games, which sponsored me to fly out here this year. The staff of this event, I've never been to a place where people are so excited for you to win. And then the last thing is like, I just want to make sure that I am so clear. Like, so many people have come up to me and said, I watch your videos, I play games with people who are like, I like watch your video to take your strategy. I don't know how I'm going to beat you right now, but I'm trying my damn best. And it makes my heart swell every single time I talk to someone who just engages in that kind of stuff. It's so exciting that board gaming is like moving into this world where we're actually like consuming competitive content. Like I love it. This is the most exciting thing. So thank you everyone so much. This event is
great. You want to take them over there for a photo? Right here for a photo real quick. I think he forgot to mention the title belt. But anyway, that has to be pretty cool when the designers of a game stand up and say to you as a player, wow, right? I mean, that's what just happened to those three players. So that was really awesome. Really awesome. Okay, our next one, which was like the battle royale of all battle royales of all of our ring games. At the 16 semifinalists, I was standing in there and I said, who do you think is going to win brass? And I heard 11 names out of the 16. 11. I was just like, well, I guess that is a pretty big field. To even get to where these four are right now, it's almost like they each won a ring and Yuka won 2. I mean, it was that big of a competition yesterday. So, to introduce first from Roxley to come up here, Kira is going to come up, and Roxley, and I think this is like, well, the top game's #1 game in the world right now. Yeah, maybe. I think it is. We'll have to check it out. Yeah. Kira, would you like to say something?
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming, for making brass #1. That's thanks to people like you and everyone out there playing it every year, on and on. And just want to say we do have another brass coming. So with that, more to come next year, but really just happy to see such an exciting competition happening with brass this year.
Awesome, thank you. All right, here we go. It's right on the bottom. All right. Can I have in 4th place Brian Littman Smith? Come on up. In 3rd place, Deep Sarkar. Deep, come on up, Deep. In 2nd place, our favorite Italian from Montana, Luca Altarera. Come on, Luca. Come on, Luca. And I'm just going to say, the two-time brass champion, Luca from Finland. Go ahead, Luca. Oh, hang on, let me go do this first.
Congratulations.
Let's do this first. You have them, sorry. Go ahead. Congratulations.
First of all, I want to thank tournament organizers. You are doing. All right. You are doing a fantastic job. It's like getting better and better with the huge leaps every year. Then I want to thank my final opponents. Like, that was the wildest, craziest, toughest game I ever played of brass. Like, big thanks to you. And I was honored to play with you because when I went to the final table, I said to someone that I actually feel like I'm underdog in this final table, and it's like such an honor to play with you guys. Then I want to thank my family back in Finland. It's like not that obvious thing that I'm here. My wife is taking care of a 3-year-old kid, and you have to do some like things before that, like you get to here. And I remember last year I was participating and my wife kind of was a little bit complaining I'm playing too much board games. And I just said that last year that let me do this one time, then I will retire and play like just occasionally with my friends. And very first thing when I came back last year from this tournament, the very first thing she said, okay, maybe you go next year also. So, thank you.
Hey, just on a side note, when he made the semifinals, when he made the final table, and I have a slice of pizza for everybody because they've got like 14 minutes before they have to go play. We were FaceTiming the two-year-old a year ago in Finland. He was FaceTiming, and both of them almost in tears because they were so happy and joyful. And it was probably one of the coolest phone calls I think I've ever seen in my entire life. So, anyways, good job. Just down here. Is Matthias here? Is Matthias here this morning? That could have been my fault. Well, I will completely take the blame on that, with the scheduling error on that. Anyway, the next group is ARNOA, sponsored by Capstone. And they also did a great promo map. I think a lot of you got it. I think the Phoenix players got them also. I think, I think everybody got the map. And they've just been wonderful partners with us and all they've done. And then also having Matthias out here for as our guest of honor and all the things he's doing, and he's an incredible commentary. Tom Vasel gets so excited that he's here because he's one guy that just can really do well. If you guys can go back and watch the ARNOA commentary, it's pretty awesome. So anyway, with that, I'll have the ARNOA finalists coming up. We have Wei Wei, his second table now. This is his second. And then we have, Nicolo Guerrero. Kind of messed that up a little bit. I think, and I could be wrong, but you're originally from the Philippines, right? We're talking about this. I think he'll be the first final tableist from there. We are starting to really represent, a lot of the countries in the world here, people. My only problem is Canada really is starting to dominate the U.S. a little bit, but that's a whole nother conversation. All right. Then can we have in second place Jonathan Naylor? And the two-time ARNOA champion of the world, Andrew Luck. Come on up here, Andrew. Up here, Andrew.
Pilfer. Come on. Go ahead, Andrew. You want to talk?
Hello, everyone. So, for anyone who doesn't know who I am, my name on VGA, if you've heard of it, is BDWSSBB. I'm sure a lot of people misspelled it, like BBBBBBBB. Also known as Sponsor Man. Also known as that kid in the coat and scarf. So I've been really amazed by how the ARNOA meta has developed. It all started with the tradition of taking the worker from the conservation reward because, of course, everyone wanted to get that second worker. And then they realized, oh, that's a bit too slow. So now we were taking money because we need that money. And then we realized, oh, no, we need the cards. And then, no, we got to get our workers. So now we get the worker at 2 CP. Now we take the 2 hex over to buy money because it's the same value, but we're getting more actions. And it's gotten so evolved now. And I had to keep up with it, too. Sure, I helped with the sponsor meta. I ran away with the Migration Explorer combo last year, and I was like, okay, it's 2024, and everyone's going to snap Explorer first thing they see, except for my semifinals for some reason. I think the first player must have slept a little. But anyway, that meant that I had to play many different play styles across my games. I couldn't just funnel to one. You may have heard of things called strategy versus tactics, and ARNOA is a very tactical game where you have to respond to what your cards say. So I got to experience all the different play styles, have all different sorts of upgrades, execute my plans all a little differently. We have a 9 o'clock game. I'm sorry. I'll cut this a little short, but I would like to say a few shout outs to some of my friends from back in the Bay Area and one from Australia. Start with Gary and Mandy, the ones who sponsored my first year. They collected a bunch of money from my friends. They had a group behind my back to collect $1,125 that year. I have to thank Oscar for beating the crap out of me in Terraforming Mars and telling me to get good. And I have to thank Sorry I'm Like This, aka Sam from Australia, who runs the No Wonders channel, making a very good ARNOA content. And I'm sure I'm going to be commentating on how these three boys lost.
Okay. All right. Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you.
Sorry I'm like this.
You never have to apologize for you. Listen, I'm not going to continue on. You're all right. You're all right. All right. Right here. We're going to take a quick photo. Marcy, last thing we got to do before we line up for the next game is. Oh. All right, here we go. This is for airfare. Ready? All right. All right. Here we go. Oh, he's got a ticket. Oh, man, we've done this before. Hang on. All right. Number is 895-186. That wasn't you. Well, get up here. All right, go line up at the door. Everybody line up. All right, go ahead and handle that, Marcy.
On or turn it?
Let's turn it, see how it works. All right, everybody. As people are getting ready to leave.
Hey, what the? Hey, look at that. Look at that.
Still not right. It doesn't matter here, folks, because we are ending here. Thanks so much for watching the opening ceremonies, but there's more videos coming to you today. Don't forget, later on, Z's going to be, Mike and Chris will be playing Zuvadis today. We're going to have an interview with Matthias Wig and John DeClaire. We're going to be streaming a couple games tonight live. So lots of things going on. And of course, if you missed our other coverage, there's blogs going up and more.
You had a great conversation with Alex yesterday about crowd surfing.
That's
Check
right.
that out if you haven't had a chance to yet.
So that's it for now, folks. We'll be back in a few hours. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Mike DiLisio.
We'll see you next time. Hey folks, thanks for watching another one of our videos. If you like our videos, if you like our channel, you would love to game with us at one of our conventions. Check out Dice Tower Cruise, Dice Tower East, and Dice Tower West. Fantastic conventions where we play games with wonderful people, a humongous library, and lots of other events and stuff. Also, don't forget to check out our channel, like and subscribe. I'm Tom Vasel.